This is the F22 Wing keyboard case. This can be picked up off Amazon. The build quality here is nice. It doesn't feel premium like what Apple has, but it doesn't feel cheap, so it's somewhere in between. This is one of the better keyboard cases for the Mini 6. Really within the top 5. Owning the iPad Mini 6 has been interesting. It's not quite as useful as the bigger ones for like work in like an office, but it's really portable. I actually use this more than my phone. I treat my 13-inch iPad more of a typical laptop, but my Mini 6, when I go out to a job to do a project, I use it for diagrams, photos, getting signatures for projects, group chats, or just typing out emails with a keyboard case. I do this more rather than using my phone. It's been essential for working out in the field, so I do need a good keyboard case for that. This keyboard works really well for that. I won't really write a thesis, but maybe a few paragraphs. This keyboard case is really thin. It gets decent battery life, about 30 to 40 hours before being recharged. The key travel is decent for having limited real estate. It attaches with magnets on the backside. The back cover will bend down into a kickstand. It's really nifty. It's good for a tabletop surface. That's about it. It's barely any thinner than a normal folio case, and it has a keyboard built in. The only downside is it requires a special charger. There's no USB-C built in because it's so thin. It needs this MagSafe looking one. The keyboard case does have auto wake and sleep. Some of the special symbols this has are rearranged into weird spots. Muscle memory is not your best friend here. With the internal battery, I do tend to charge this about every 10 days or so, depending on my usage, but not having USB-C is annoying. When I travel out of town for work, sometimes I wonder if I should bring the charger with me. The keyboard of the F22 has a soft fabric to it. The keys are a little bit smaller, but more spaced out with better travel. I find pressing the keys of the F22 have a better click to it, just have better switches underneath. They don't feel mushy and are pretty firm. The travel between each key of the F22 is spaced out enough. I don't tend to have the surrounding keys. Here, the F22 is a better keyboard. It's very hard to have a good QWERTY keyboard for such a small tablet. I'm not going to write a thesis paper, but like a couple of Facebook posts, a few paragraphs, maybe some text messaging. The keyboards here excel well at that. Typically on average, I get about 40 words per minute with the F22. For the best portability, the F22 is the best all-around keyboard, even without having USB-C.